What is up, guys, and welcome back to the City and Her Club, where we are managing Greuther Fürth in the Zweite Bundesliga. I have to start off this episode by first apologizing to you guys because I did promise a big and important episode in episode 5, and unfortunately I recorded episode 5 last night and did not record the audio. So I had all of the video files from episode 5 ready to go, put them in the editor today to start editing, and realized I did not have any audio for the video, so it would have been just completely silent the entire time. I also ended up playing another game in between the episodes because I thought that I had everything ready to go. So I have already played all the way down to against Jan Regensburg, which unfortunately for us, we don't get to see those games, but I will show you guys the highlights from the games between the last game we played and the games today between us and Darmstadt and Bochum, and then I'll play 4 more games, and then we'll have the last 2 games of the season in episode 6. So again, I apologize, guys, but I will show you all the highlights that have happened since then. So let's take a look at the matches since you guys were last here. First up, we had Duisburg, which we won 2-0. We got goals from Caligari and Greuther Fürth. It was a pretty good game overall. We had 26 shots, 11 on target with 61% of the possession. The theme you'll see as we move later into the games is we start having less and less possession as teams are trying to attack a little bit more, and we're kind of soaking up that possession and beating them on the counter attack. But in this game, we were on the front foot the whole time and won 2-0. Next up, we followed that with a 2-1 victory over FC Köln. We got goals from Omledick and Sontheimer. It was a pretty good game for us. As you can see here, they had a little more possession, 52%, but we had 15 shots with 5 on target. So again, a lot of shots. We were really attacking them on the counter. I wasn't too worried about this game. We played pretty well and came out with a victory anyway. Next, we had Holstein Kiel, which we also won 2-1. Goals from Greuther Fürth and David Rahm. Great game for us, really. We had 13 shots, 5 on target, 49% of the possession. So like I was saying before, a little bit less possession than we're used to. But overall, it was a pretty good game from the guys. In the next game against Heidenheim, we had our first draw of the new year, 2-2. Great goals from Isiek, so Levent, and Gugenig. It was a really good game for us overall. 13 shots, 6 on target, 49% of the possession. We just kind of gave them late chances that ended up beating us. We should have done a lot better. Probably should have won the game. But overall, I mean, I can't be mad with getting a point. The next game was the game that was supposed to be our game for episode 5. A very important game for us. We needed to win in this game because it was first for second, so we really wanted to open up a gap between us and Hamburg. We ended up winning the game 2-0. It was a wonderful performance by us. Gugenig and Omledick scored in the first half, and really the second half there weren't very many highlights. We just kind of controlled the game and saw it out. 53% of the possession, so I mean, it was a very good game for us. In our second draw of the new year, we finished 2-2 with Dresden. Omledick opened up the scoring in the 9th minute with a penalty, but then from then on, they kind of controlled the game. They scored in the 19th minute and then again in the 47th minute. We then had to chase the game the entire second half, which is why we had 26 shots and 53% of the possession. Omledick did save us with a late header in the 85th minute, and we snuck away with a 2-2 draw. We managed to escape with a 1-1 draw against Regensburg. To be honest, they were on the front foot the entire game. They scored in the 27th minute, and we were chasing from that point on. We did get lucky with an Idiguchi strike late in the game that helped us seal the 1-1 draw. You can see that Levent actually ended up getting a red card in the 89th minute, and we had to finish the game with 10 men, but we were able to see it out, and we kept our unbeaten streak alive at 18 games. So here's how the table lies going into our 2 games this episode. We currently sit in first place with a 7-point gap between us and Hamburg in second. And then there's a 14-point gap between us and Heidenheim in third place. So we've got a pretty good gap between us and the playoff spot. We want to continue to win. Hopefully we can widen the gap a little bit more. And I'm thinking with 2 wins here, we can do a pretty good job of securing automatic promotion to the Bundesliga for next season. So let's try to get 3 points today. So here's the lineup we have going out against Darmstadt today. We have Greuther Fürth starting up top, Julian Green starting on the left, returning from injury, Omledick starting out on the right, Heitkamp sitting next to Sontheimer in the middle, Gugenig behind them as the anchor, Wittig on the left, Sauer on the right, Paul and Bauer in the middle, and Sasha behind them. Really, Sauer and Wittig have made the fullback spots their own. Caligari and Hilbert were starting there, if you recall, to begin the season, and these 2 guys have really stepped up and played big. We have a pretty young back line, but they have performed pretty well. I'm looking for them to step up big time against Darmstadt today. First highlight of the game, they've got the ball deep in their half. Sontheimer with the interception. Omledick with a wonderful tackle. They still have possession though. Goalkeeper sends the ball up. Sauer has it. He heads it. Bad header to them. Really bad turnover. They have a cross in. Sontheimer has the ball. Going back the opposite way. Can we punch them on the counter? Green has it. Can he whip one in? Tackle, and it's a penalty. Omledick to take the penalty. Can he put us ahead early on? Omledick to take the penalty. And he buries it. 1-0 Fürth early in the game. This is a very important game for us. We need all 3 points here to continue to lead. And Omledick buries the penalty here. Goalkeeper guesses the right way, but Omledick powers it past him. 1-0 Fürth. Second highlight of the game here. Sirigu on the right-hand side whips it in. Omledick with a great header. They send it up to Greuther Fürth. Greuther Fürth has the ball. Sontheimer to Omledick. Can he whip one in? Omledick has it out wide. Sauer to Sontheimer up top, and he hits the crossbar. Great opportunity though. Bauer has the ball. He's tackled, but Sontheimer has it. Green sends it up to Greuther Fürth. Greuther Fürth with a mistake. Oh, he didn't capitalize on the mistake, but we are looking very dangerous right now. So at halftime, we are doing a wonderful job of controlling the game. We have 16 shots to their 6. 4 on target, 57% of the possession with a 1-0 win. The only concern I have is that we're not being quite clinical in front of goal. We've had a couple chances to put this game to bed early in the first half, and we have not taken them. Hopefully we can do that in the second half and come away with 3 points. First highlight of the second half, we have a free kick, and Omledick puts in the free kick. I mean, amazing to start off the second half. Omledick with the free kick to the right-hand side. Wow, the keeper should not be beat near post. Great job by Omledick, and we're up 2-0. All right, Bauer has the ball out left. Wittig has it now. It to Itaguchi, who's come in the middle of the park. Heitkamp just turns the ball over for no exact reason. Very bad turnover for Heitkamp, and we are punished by Terrence Boyd. Very disappointing. I don't know what Heitkamp was doing there, who he was passing the ball to. Then we kind of switch off here, allow this guy to get the ball on the end line, and Boyd punishes us. So we need to try to see this game out and not let them come back into it. Itaguchi has the ball in the middle, Osidi, and that is full time. So we have won the game 2-1. Really dominant performance from us up until the point where Heitkamp decides to go to sleep, turn the ball over, and give them a goal basically. So yeah, we win, get all 3 points, and look forward to the next game against Bochum. So we go with an unchanged lineup to close out the episode against Bochum. We have Greuther Fürth up top, Green on the left, Omledick on the right, Sontheimer next to Heitkamp in the middle, Gugenig behind them as the anchor, Wittig on the left, Sauer on the right, Paul and Bauer in the middle with Sasha behind them. Same bench, so hopefully we can get the 3 points again in this episode and possibly secure promotion at the end of this episode. First highlight, Omladick sends the corner in. Sontheimer with the whip it, and Guganik puts it back in on the rebound. 1-0 for early on. I mean, only in the 9th minute here. Omladick whips the cross in. It is a great corner. Sontheimer gets it after Guganik nods it down to him. And on the rebound, Guganik puts it back in to put us 1-0 ahead. So only one highlight in the first half. And really, to be honest, with the 1-0 lead, I'm okay with that. I'm okay with only having one highlight as long as we close the game out and get all 3 points. Pretty solid first half for us. We have 5 shots, 4 on target, which is a big difference than what we normally have with a ton of shots and very little on target. 50% of possession though, so that's a little bit different for us. But hopefully we can close this one out in the second half. Starting the second half here, it looks like Heitkamp and Green are struggling. We may have to pull them out early on here. Just missed the highlight, but Guganik with another header to give us a 2-0 lead. I mean, another corner, Guganik nods it in, and we're up 2-0. Vitek with the throw in to Omladick, who's now on the left, Parker on the right. Parker whips one in, mistake by the defender, and Greuther punishes him, and we are up 3-0. I mean, big mistake there from the center back. Parker whips the ball forward. I mean, not the greatest ball, but he does create a problem for the center back who, I mean, just whiffs, does a seal in the air, and ball gets to Greuther, and he punishes them. Great finish from Greuther, 3-0 Fürth. Omladick to take the free kick. They clear it out, and Eisfeld is on the counter. He sends it out to Perthel. Perthel whips one in, and they head it in. So 3-1 Fürth. We're punished on the counter attack here. It looks like we're about to score on the other end from the free kick. They get the ball out here. I have no idea what Sauer was doing there. He didn't even attempt to tackle the guy, and we're punished on the back post. So 3-1. Alright, looks like Sontheimer is going to get a red card, and he does. I mean, a foolish play there by Sontheimer. I don't know what he was doing there. Just terrible. So, we will finish this game with 10 men. Vitek throws the ball into Omladick, who's tackled, and that is the end. We have won 3-1. If the results do go our way in the other matches, we will have secured promotion. So we'll take a look at that, and then we'll look at what we have between now and episode 6. So that is it for this episode, guys. We lie 1 win away from promotion. So you guys will definitely have to tune in next time to see whether or not we secure promotion, and then we may actually be able to secure the title in the final episode of this season. We'll play the final 2 games, but first let's look at the table, then we'll look at the schedule for what we have left before episode 6. So we currently sit 10 points ahead of Hamburg in second. The gap has widened, and we are now 17 points ahead of Heidenheim and Cologne. So we are sitting 17 points ahead of the playoff spot. Perfect for us. I believe we're going to get automatic promotion. Are we going to be able to secure the Zweite Bundesliga title and win it for the first time since 2012? You'll have to tune in next time to see. In the next episode, what you can look forward to are going to be the last 2 games of the season. Between now and then, I will play the games against Berlin, Magdeburg, Bielefeld, and Köln, and then we will come back for the final 2 games of this season. We may already be champs. Who knows? You have to tune in and see. We're going to look forward to the off season, look forward to going into the Bundesliga most likely, and then what will we do with the transfer budget in the summer? All those things will be discussed in the next episode. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. Thanks for all the support. If you haven't already liked the video, please do leave it a thumbs up. Drop a comment. I respond to all the comments if I can get to them, which, let's be honest, there aren't very many comments, so I can get to all of them. Subscribe to the channel if you aren't already subscribed, and make sure you follow me on Twitter. That's where you'll get all the updates and everything. Again, thanks so much. Until next time, guys. Peace.